All right, so we're gonna see how this works. Testing. Let's make sure it's streaming. There it is. Looks like it's working. Guys, let me know how the audio is. Had a little issue this morning, but I think it's all fixed, all good. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. I'll turn that off because that eats up bandwidth. And Lord knows Kyle needs all the bandwidth he can get. Oh, just moved the camera. Not what I was trying to do. Oh, did it again. Look at there. Silliness. There we go. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, afternoon, whatever it is. It's morning for me because me and Manuel and Chad, we were up last night. Brandon, out about 3 o'clock, just being just stupid. I need to sleep. Got it though. But today at 4 p.m., it looks like Henry McMasters is going to pretty much do what North Carolina does, which it seems like what South Carolina always does. We're going to we're going to be talking to some officials, trying to see if we can maybe get somebody on here to kind of explain why it is that now is all of a sudden they're trying to do this. Listen, I know they're doing this for precautionary reasons, but on the scale that they're doing it, it seems suspicious. It's almost like, what are you trying to distract us from? Because y'all are blowing this so out of proportion that I can understand if it's killing nearly every person it touches. Then I get it. It's going good, Matthew. How's yours? What's up, Mark? But so it looks like I say again, recap here. Looks like Governor McMasters is going to announce probably more than likely that school's going to be out for 2 weeks because for some reason this germ has a 14-day lifespan, which take that with a grain of salt that you want to. Is I mean, that doesn't really sound like an epidemic to me. I mean, a cold lasts for some people can last up to 2 weeks. My daddy has a hard time shaking colds now. With me, it lasts about a week. I mean, it is a respiratory infectional disease. It's bacteria. I mean, it lasts for 14 days, lies dormant, and if it affects you, it affects you. If it don't, then it's supposedly gone. Now, also, people, unfortunately, we're living in a world where we have to tell people don't drink bleach. Don't drink disinfectant. That won't cure it. This is where we're headed, guys. Amanda, I am offering my babysitting service. It is $200 a day per child. Did I mention an hour? I didn't mention an hour, did I? $200 I did say per day, but it's $200 an hour per child per day. So need any kind of babysitting, I'm going to, do price gouging myself now. So I'm offering my babysitting services. That is. What's up, Ermy? What's up, brother? It's really ridiculous. We were shutting the mailbox down this week so I could get a little rest, try to recuperate. It's a dead time of the year for us, but I think I'm gonna have to open back up. Because first off, I don't want people thinking I'm closing because of this virus. I had this plan a long time ago, but I think I'm gonna open back up until this is over with. Uh, it's really ridiculous in my opinion. I guess I understand that they're trying to be precaution and don't, but kids aren't really being affected too much. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand it's kids that can be affected, but why cancel all schools? It's affecting children of a young age, and it's affecting older adults. So, like middle school, high school, maybe we can still continue those schools because I think those age groups there are fine. Now, I don't know that for sure. I'm not a doctor that's working with this stuff, but I guess in a way they're like, well, they can still catch it and then bring it home to a younger child or older adult. So I just talked myself out of that. So I guess that's the reason. Um, I will need all the help I can get, Christy. Yes, I mean it's ridiculous. Closing North Carolina, I mean, like all these schools, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I think it when the government does stuff like this, they can set people into a panic. But also, how many people are going to have to try to find a way to get off of work because they have nobody to watch their kids? So now you got people who are not able to work. Hey Lynn, happy birthday. Yeah, I mean that's exactly right, Amanda. Guys, it's a respiratory infection that starts and begins with cold symptoms. I believe it's sore throat, sinuses stop, and then it turns into possible pneumonia. Guys, listen to what I just said. Those are two things we have dealt with for years. Get a cold, sore throat, stops your sinuses, and if you catch pneumonia, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So I don't know. It makes me wonder what's really going on, why they're doing this. But I tell you this, after the election in November, it's all over with this stuff. As simple as that. It's as simple as that. It's propaganda. And it's almost like they are really wanting to in your face that it is propaganda, because they are so they pulled their card way too quickly to shut schools down and stuff like this when it's not even spreading really to that point. I mean, you remember when the Ebola thing was happening? You know, they have people who caught it, and they wouldn't even get around them unless they were in full body, those full body suits. You know, you see people handling, like when they were doing those drive up tests, you know, they showed it on Fox News. They're not in that stuff. They got a little mask on, gloves. One of them is an actual epidemic. The other one is just a severe cold that people are not wanting to catch. It's two different things. And I'm just trying to figure out, why are we doing this? Is it media controlled? Is the media really controlling what our president does? Is the media really controlling what our schools and our states decide? I would love to see for the first time Henry McMaster's grow a set of balls and get up there and go, we see no immediate threat. We're going to continue as life going on as it is. We see no kind of threat at this moment. If it continues to get worse, we will then consider possibly shutting down our schools. But until then, we are going to ask that every kid that comes in, you know, before they walk in the door, they're going to have to sanitize their hands. Let's start there. And I just think it's ridiculous. It's beyond ridiculous. We got Patty on the line. Hey, Patty.
Hey, sorry.
I told her I was going live, so I don't care this time. She's going to get something to eat at Wade's.
I didn't know. I was just going to tell you that they closed down the Walmarts in Gainesville and Publix and Kroger's.
Yeah, I seen where Ann said something about they closed down the Henderson Walmart for good. Like for good.
Yeah, they said it's well, they just told her that it was closed down for at least 2 weeks. 2 weeks, Walmart, Kroger's, Publix, and a few other places that closed their doors last night.
This is ridiculous.
And I'm worried about Walmart with people that get their prescriptions there. How are they going to get their medicine?
I don't know. It's ridiculous. In bigger towns like that, maybe I can see it, but I still think it's stupid. But I'll call you whenever I get done. All right, bye. But you see, it's just so silly. And for 2 weeks, so think about it. So for 2 weeks, people are going to be quarantined to themselves. The counties, the towns, the stuff. What is going on for these these 2 weeks that everybody is set on the same schedule for. You get what I'm saying? Everybody's on a 2-week hiatus. What are they doing? What's happening? Because we're at home. Everybody's got to kind of stay at home, stay in your area, don't leave here. Why? You know, I mean, I hate to sit up here and act like, listen, I love Alex Jones, but I'm trying to sit up here like Alex Jones and like, you know, who stands to gain in this situation? It's unreal. And I get it. Yep, Susan, that's absolutely right. Damn if he does, damn if he doesn't. Because then if he doesn't close the schools and a kid gets sick, they're going to blame McMaster's, and it's so silly. Oh, bye, Patty. Love you. Oh, sorry, forgot to do that part. I'm still sleepy. Sorry, or maybe I don't love her. But. Yeah, exactly, Amanda. I mean, like small business owners like us, we have to open. If we don't open, we don't get paid. I mean, we don't run. We're shutting down the mailbox side, but the title loan side, you know, it's still open. And I told Patty, I said, well, during this time, I said people are going to need money. I said, so what I'm going to do, is I'm still working on it and everything, but I'm going to offer, you know, title loans, and I'm offer, you know, 30 days interest free. That way, when people go back to work, they can come in here, pay it off. Don't have to worry about paying no interest. And that way they got money in their, you know, in their pocket during this crap. Yeah, it's unreal. Like I say, from what this is scary for us. Our youngest son has compromised the immune system due to an immune disorder he was born with. And I'm going to keep trying to read that. But Jessica, I get that. But let me ask you something. What about all these other, you know, colds and diseases that's out there? He's still at risk. The coronavirus is just a combination of two diseases put into one, basically. It's the cold and it's pneumonia. So if your child was to catch pneumonia, or if your child was to catch a cold, it's kind of the same thing. So I still say, and it's, you know, you're saying it's because your younger child has a compromised immune system. Then you definitely want to, you have to keep your child kind of in a bubble, so to speak, already, for, you know, so he doesn't catch things that could harm your child. So you're kind of already in that mode. But for typical normal people with normal immune system, stuff like that, it's not a big deal. Anything is really a big deal to you because of your child's immune system. It doesn't make the coronavirus special. It doesn't make it, you know, the end all. You know, I mean, they've already said they've got 2 cures, one in Italy and one here in the U.S., and I believe Canada had a breakthrough. I mean, but yet, guys, like I say, on the back of your Lysol bottle, it's already on your can. So this is a disease that they found that this, you know, whatever's inside of here, which is probably highly toxic chemicals, that kills this disease, but yet they've never tried to work on a medicine, a cure, in case somebody catches it. But yet, if you look at over half of these, you know, over almost all of these diseases that's on here, there's a cure for most things. But the coronavirus isn't. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You already have a rough time, regardless of what your son catches, and I hate that. But that doesn't make the, you know, the coronavirus, that, like I say, the end all. That's what I'm saying. Your son's always got to be on guard all the time. You know what I mean? So it is a big deal to you, but everything should be a big deal to you because of your son's immune system. Yeah, Karen, like my mama, she was diagnosed with COPD. Pneumonia would be really hard for her. Like pneumonia for my dad, it would be terrible for him. He's got heart trouble. It'd be terrible for him to have pneumonia. So I just believe that it's a little blown out of proportion. I understand people. It's just what's got me scared is like, what are we being trained for here? If they just simply go on the news and say, no crossing paths, no crossing counties, no going into other people's house, businesses shut down, like Patty just said, Walmart shut down. It's almost like, where do you get, it's like a 2-week training. Okay. This is what it would be like if we tell people, we're going to see how many people are going to listen to what we tell them to do when it's time to really shut it down. And you start shutting down our local grocery stores like Walmart and Bi-Lo, you're going to have anarchy. So I just don't know. I don't believe that what Patty just told me about that Walmart. I'll have to find out. It is not shutting down. Walmart is shortening up their hours. Nobody's shutting down. That's not in the news. It says Walmart. See, Jared, she just said that the Walmart in Gainesville, Georgia, says they're shutting down for 2 weeks. That's not true. I think they got their information wrong. What Walmart come out and said was that they are going to be shortening up their hours. Like Walmarts that are 24 hours, they're not going to do that. They're going to close at like 11 p.m. But our Walmart already does that. That's what I'm saying. If you don't get somebody on here and say, hold up, like when Trump announced it's a national disaster, people got panicky. They thought Mike, told me that he was hearing people talking about they was going, make people stay in their houses for 2 weeks, initiate martial law. That's what comes under national disaster. I'm like, no, a national disaster just gives him the funds of that $40 billion that's set aside for this stuff so he can use it. But see, that's what I'm saying. People don't want to stop, read, think, and instead you run out and buy 600 pounds of toilet paper and all the hand sanitizer. You're disinfecting only yourselves. You're not giving people the ability to disinfect themselves. So when they catch it, they give it to you because they didn't have any hand sanitizer because you bought it all. Right. Yes. Oh, yeah. You can still buy food. Of course. Listen, guys. Don't believe everything you say. I shouldn't have even let her say that because I guarantee you I could probably call Gainesville. Matter of fact, I will. I'll call them when I get off the air. Yeah, I'm not panicking. Hell, if I got to stay in the house a couple of days, I got a little food in the freezer. I don't need much. This is what socialism is, guys. This is exactly how socialism runs. And then when people start starving in their homes, they come out in the street and start killing each other, stuff like that. Like you see Venezuela, you see them kill their own pets. They have no toilet paper. This is socialism. That's why Bernie Sanders is out of his freaking mind. But this is what he wants. And then you got to ask, what does he want it for? Yeah, I mean, farmers ain't going to stop working. And I mean, it's just an absolutely ridiculous. And David Kraft, that could be true too, because this could be a test run of the Democrats. There's already voter fraud going on. So let's just say that this is just a test run. They're like, all right, we're going to see. Because, Democrats pretty much, the people who support Democrats own all the media, just about. That's why you see a lot of celebrities who hate Trump. Do they probably hate Trump? Probably not. They probably will go in them voter booths and vote for him. But the media is owned by the people who hate Trump, and they back these Democrats. That's why you don't see any Republican commercials. Ever watch your TV? Write down how many Democratic commercials you see compared to Republican commercials. It's not even going to be the same. So they're like, okay, we need to see what this is going to be like. If we push and we find a way to get Bernie elected, if we defraud the voter system and we get Bernie we need to see how this is going to work when we bring down the real hammer. And that's what I believe this is. I believe this is an absolute test of seeing how people are subject to the media. And it's working. Trump has fell into it. All the governors, Henry McMaster's about to fall into it. All of them are falling into it simply because the media and the CDC. The CDC runs the world, apparently. No, Karen, that'll never happen. That'll never happen. It's completely ridiculous. And like I say, I will call and find out from Gainesville if they're shutting down, because that's the first I've heard of it. If I could bring it up on the screen, I'd bring up the report where they're talking about Walmart's are going to cut back their hours. Maybe I can Walmart. There it is. Cut operating hours. So here it is. So Walmart cuts hours at 24-hour stores and other locations nationwide starting Sunday due to coronavirus. Walmart is cutting store hours Sunday. Stores normally open 24 hours from 6 a.m. Stores normally open 24 hours will be open from 6 a.m. until 11 p.m. until further notice. This is coming off MSN. The company said late Saturday. Other stores, which are typically open till midnight, will also have reduced hours, which will be to 11 a.m. or p.m. I don't know why I say that. This will help ensure associates are able to stock the products our customers are looking for to perform cleaning and sanitizing. Okay, so what they're saying is that they're having such a hard time because people are idiots. We're stupid. People are stupid. The person is smart, but people are freaking stupid. So what's happening? They want to be able to disinfect the counters and shelves and stuff like that and be able to restock these shelves, but they can't do it when people are running and hoarding 900,000 pounds of toilet paper. So as you can see, let's read that again. I just realized it. What did they just say? What did he just say? This will help ensure associates are able to stock the products our customers are looking for and to perform cleaning and sanitizing. Did they say because there's a corona epidemic? Did they just say that? I just realized that. It's saying the reason they're having to cut back hours is so they can stock the damn shelves. So again, like I posted on my page, it's not the virus that's causing the epidemic, it's hoarding. It's in their statement. I can't. I mean, it's just like profound. It's hit me, epiphany. There it is. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So that there you go. The statement from Walmart themselves don't even blame the coronavirus. They blame people for hoarding. And not, you got to read between the lines. That's exactly what they're saying. So yeah, they're not closing in Gainesville. If I had their number, let's see. Let's see here. Gainesville. Let's see. We'll do a little live call here. Golly, boy, they got a bunch of Walmarts. Maybe they very well could be shutting down some Walmarts because they got three within they got three super centers within almost a couple of miles here. It's not, I mean, that's ridiculous. I don't know which number to call. See if we can do this live on the air. God, what if they say they're going to be closing down and I start an epidemic right here on the show? Let's see what happens.
For calling your local Walmart. We appreciate your business and look forward to the opportunity to serve you in our store. For pharmacy, press 1. For electronics, press...
Let's just see what they say. This is Gainesville Walmart. If anybody even answers. You ever tried to call your Walmart? Yeah, good luck. Even on a normal day. See what happens here. They'll never answer. This is fun. It's like my first prank call, but it's not a prank. Oh, you did call him, man? There you go. Adam, it ain't closed. It's just, this is what Walmart, this is just typical. This right here, I feel better about. If they were answering the phone on the first ring, I'd be a little paranoid. Be like, well, man, y'all ain't working. But you ever call the Walmart and Union? Can't never get them on the phone. Yeah, I'm there. Let's try this one. Guess they're scared they might catch the coronavirus through the phone line. That's going to be the next stupid thing they do.
We appreciate your business and look forward to the opportunity to serve you in our store. For pharmacy.
Yeah, I mean, pharmacy is.
Thank you for calling your local Walmart. How may I direct your call?
Yes, ma'am. I was just wanting to see, will the Walmart hours will be effective starting today? Y'all will be closing at 11. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so y'all are not going to be closed permanently. It's just changing of hours.
Changing of hours until further notice.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Have a great
Bye-bye.
day.
You too. That's Gainesville, Florida. It's Gainesville, Florida right there. 352-378-0619. So there you go. There you go. So instantly, Kyle puts the end to that until further notice. They're just on look. And you know, that's going to affect Walmart employees. You got a lot of people who work third shift. That, you know, a lot of people work that's part-time job. You know, they have a job on where they work first here and they come home, take a little nap, and then they go work third. And you know, it's tough on them, but they do it. So there's going to be a lot of people who would, yeah, there would have been a recording almost immediately, Kelly. Absolutely. Good point there. So as y'all can see, it's like I say, I mean, but that's it. And not to be offensive, I hope they're not watching, but the people that Patty got that information from, they're kind of older people. You know, they watch. I gotta be careful here because they could be watching. No disrespect to them, but they probably heard it from somebody and just ran with it. Oh, I heard Walmart is closing. You know, older people like my daddy. I love my daddy with all my heart. But I went and seen my daddy not too long back. My daddy was a tremendous Trump supporter. But then when he started having his health issues, he was watching a lot of news and he wasn't listening to anybody else but the news. And now it's like he's turned against Trump because simply watching the news. So, yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. So. Yeah, I'll check around. There's no Walmart. I mean, I cannot imagine that they're closing down select Walmarts when they just made this statement that they're cutting back hours for all these. That's just media scare tactics. Glad I was able to do that. I'm glad I thought about that. I forgot I had the phone paired to the board, so y'all got to hear it for yourselves. On a quick lighter note, I got to be careful here because I don't want to mess with anything, but a situation that's happening with Union with a guy, you know, Jamie Davis, who wants to run for sheriff. He's not going to be able to do it. The sign that you seen on Facebook, first off, that was fake. Whoever made it, God, you got too much time on your hands. But sign's fake. Jamie Davis still actively being sought after. The post on the Crime Stoppers, I told Mama, she asked me, she was like, I heard they took it down. I heard the warrant's not good. I'm like, no. I said, they probably just took the page down because people were getting ruthless on there. And, you know, Crime Stoppers not going to allow that to be happening on their page, you know, naturally. So everything's still as is. But you know, I just wanted to let everybody know that warrant's still active. But just everybody just needs to move on. Just move on. Quit talking about it. Leave him alone. Let it be. Yeah, it's not, Janice. It's not possible. Krispy Kreme shutting down. You need the last donut run. The glaze is being used to cure. Oh, man. You imagine that? Oh, Brandon, look at him. Hey, Brandon, go get me some, man. You better not tell me why. Hey, don't tell me. Hey, if Krispy Kreme shuts down, we have a problem. Then it becomes an epidemic. I will not stand for that. Maryland says Associated Press just announced that the governor will be announcing the closure of schools for the remainder of the month. They may allow counties that have not had diagnosis to attend Monday to prepare for distance learning. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, y'all want to know what I believe? I believe it's a lot of these young kids now who are taking over our schools, like our teachers, our principals, and stuff like that. And I think they're just freaking lazy. I'm not saying all of them, but guys, you ever notice now that if the wind blows harder than 5 miles per hour, or if they've got a prediction of snow in the middle of July, or if it's going to be too cold, they shut schools down immediately. And they're like, well, it's precautionary. No, you're lazinary is what it is. You don't like our local government up here when they're lazy and want to do a parade on Friday because they're already at work. They don't have to come back to work on Saturday or Sunday to help run a parade. That's lazyitis. You're lazy. And your work will show laziness behind it. When you don't put in the extra effort, people are going to start noticing your laziness. And I'll be honest with you, I feel like a lot of that is a reason. Don't get me wrong, I understand that they're trying to protect our kids, but I also believe that they give them a little time off too. But hell, if I could get off like that and still get paid, I'll probably be a part of that. I'm like, yeah, we need a month off for this. Hell, we need two. That coronavirus was killed about 3 years ago, but I still think we need a couple of days off. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Governor. You know, I mean, come on. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. But we cannot do anything that differs from North Carolina. God freaking forbid if we stand out and go, we're the one state that stood up and said, this is blown out of proportion. We're not going to be railroaded. We're not going to be told what to do. We believe that this is an absolute joke. South Carolina doesn't even have, is it 5 people total, 6 people total, I think, that has this crap. And I don't think it's spread any further. Let me just check that. I don't want to. Let's go to plague.com. Oh, what do you know? Website's down. Oh, what do you know about that? So plague.com is down. The one site that was actually being able to keep up with the outbreak is down. Guys, it don't get no more conspiracy than this. Let me try it again. Maybe it's just being overloaded here. Maybe I can get it to come up going this route. All right. So 19 counts of people. 19 people. 19 freaking people. And in North Carolina, 32. In 2 states, you don't even have 50 people who are with this disease. Let's check out the big one. Let's check out the closest, biggest metropolis near us, okay? Let's check that out. And that is Georgia, where diseases run supreme. STDs is the highest count in Atlanta, Georgia. That's why Brandon wants to move back there. Little shot at you there, Budrow. 99 people in Georgia where STDs is the highest. I look like a stupid idiot sitting here, but it's just so freaking frustrating. It's so stupid. God almighty, come on. 99 people. So you've got 3 states, and you don't even have 150 people in 3 states. My God. So 99 in Georgia, South Carolina 19, and North Carolina 32. Miami only has 115. And out of that 115, 4 deaths. And I promise you, I guarantee you, if we look at those deaths, it was probably to some severely older people who, if they would have caught pneumonia, it would have probably killed them. It probably would have happened anyways. Let's see. Alabama, 12. Here we go. Texas. Texas is a huge state. One of the biggest states in our country. They've got to have multitudes of thousands of people, right? 63. You want to know, you want to know the highest output? It's in sanctuary cities. New York, 729. But even there, guys, only 3 deaths. 729 people and only 3 deaths. Los Angeles, California, 374 people, only 5 deaths. Seattle has the biggest death toll because 19 people inside of this nursing home was where those deaths happened. And this is in Washington. 642, 40 deaths. But if you take away those 19 people in that one nursing home, it's still less than 1%. And it's still less than 1% with that number. Yes, absolutely. And you know why, Amanda? It's because they are sanctuary cities. They allow these illegals to come in without being tested, without finding out if they're bringing in smallpox, things that are much more dangerous than a silly little cold that turns into possibly pneumonia. Let's pull up this, Brendan pulled up a link here. I can't click it right here because it'll possibly knock off the stream. Let's see. Brandon sent a link. So let's read it real quick. Schools shut down, closed all across South Carolina. It's like it's a good thing the way they announce this stuff. At 4 p.m. today, Government Masters will announce that he is ordering closing all schools of South Carolina starting Monday, March the 16th. Schools will remain closed to the end of the month through March 31st. So what after that? What after that? Do these kids have to make that up? Will this take care of the spring break? I believe there should be no spring break. If we're going to be down 2 weeks, they need to cancel spring break and say, this is your spring break. We're just going to do it a little earlier, let this pass, and we're good. It's ridiculous. Absolutely insane, ridiculous propaganda, media-controlled fear. Media-controlled fear. They know that people have no minds of their own anymore. Facebook causes chaos. If it wasn't for Facebook, CNN, nobody watches it. Your local radio stations, nobody listens. Papers, nobody really buys them. It's Facebook that has caused this chaos because people are showing videos of lines in Costco 30 miles back, people getting toilet paper, and somebody's sitting there going, well, my God, I better get there. I better go get mine. I didn't know it was this bad. And it causes chaos. Facebook is to blame. Not the news organizations, it's Facebook. Now, it's their little puppets who run out there and record this crap and put it on Facebook, and then there's other people who go out there. I'm not going out there. I could have went to Walmart the other day when I heard people was in there, and some people were taking toilet paper out of other people's buggies. I could have went and recorded all that. Look at the chaos. Get your toilet paper. Hurry. I mean, I could get viewers like that, but this stupid. I don't want freaking ignorant people watching my show. I want people with common sense. It's so freaking stupid. God bless, man. I tell you what, if I got to deal with Michael and Steven for 2 weeks, give me that coronavirus. I will kill it. I will kill it. And what I'll do, I'll take the coronavirus, I'll put it in a bottle, I will put it in front of my monitor and make it watch nothing but Jamie Davis videos. If it survives that, then we have a problem. Sorry. Had to. Yeah, I've seen that Spectrum can't even provide internet to their paying customers, but yet they're about to provide internet to their students for free. They can't even give me internet. They cannot even give me stable internet. I've been up in here 6 years, 7 years, still can't get good internet. So it is apparently official. Hey, Brandon, I'll take it. They're going to have to pay me more than $7,000 to put any kind of, I won't even put that flu. I'm not getting no flu shot in me. No, it's not happening. But if they're going to give people $7,000 just to volunteer to get the coronavirus, you got your mind. You want me to put my life on the line for anything? Guys, don't forget, you could die by taking an aspirin. Okay? You could die by simply taking an aspirin. So to tell people, I'll give you $7,000 if you put this disease in your body, you better offer me paying off my house, and then we'll talk. Exactly, James. Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the virus has been here since December. Why is it now? Now. What is going on right now? You need to stop reading articles about the coronavirus. Start paying attention to other articles. And so do I. I need to start reading. There's something else going on, guys. This is a complete distraction from something else. I'm telling you guys, there's something else going on. Something else that they're not. It's like a magician. You watch this hand while this hand here does something else. I mean, it's. Hey, Brandon, you ought to go do it, man. I know nobody can fight off diseases like you. How many STDs you have, bro? Hey, man, I'm just saying. I like to give him hell. Thank you, Brandon, for all your information, man. I like it when he participates because Brandon is a smart man sometimes. But it is really ridiculous. I understand that they're Spectrum wanted to charge me $11,000 just to run a line up my driveway. When I asked them why so much, they told me because we lived on the wrong side of the road. Exactly, Tiffany. Mike had that same problem. He can't get internet. The only way he can is if he pays $4,700 for them to build a pole right there next to his house. Exactly, Sammy. Exactly. Why do they want everybody to be in their homes and not come out? I'm telling you, something. And then Walmarts are shutting down like at nighttime. You know, Walmart's is your biggest provider of food and everything else, supplies. Just saying. When they told me that there was an asteroid that was potentially very, very possible of hitting, I'm not saying that's what it is. Just saying, what do they know that we don't? Which is a lot. But I know that's right, Tiffany. I don't blame you at all. It's ridiculous. Because then you have no ownership of that pole. I'd be like, okay. But if I ever move, I still get, I get, whatever I paid into that pole comes back to me. That's my pole. I paid for it. I want my name etched into it, and this was mine. Archie, I tell you what, I believe it. I believe it. I believe this is all Frank Hart's doing. He manipulated the system. I tell you the truth, Matthew, I don't believe it's real either. I believe that these people, when they test them, they either have the flu, they have pneumonia, or they have a common cold. And I believe when they test them, they just do a little, because we can't see what they're doing in these tests. They could just simply go, nah, he don't have it. Nah, he don't have it. We'll say that person has it. We'll select 10 out of 200 people. We'll select 10 out of 100. We'll select 30 out of 100. We'll just do it randomly. But by the end of this line, we need to have at least 30 people who have this outbreak. That's what I believe. Stay off the pole, Kyle says, or Brandon says. Man, you know, times are tough, Brandon. Times are tough. Apparently, might have to start considering other professions. Oh, Dennis, I'm sure they are. And listen, you know, sometimes conspiracy theorists are dead on the money. Dead on the money. They don't have impeachment news anymore. That's exactly right. Project Overnight Infrastructure Change. And that's what it sounds like to me, Brandon. I mean, it sounds like they are testing the waters and seeing how far they can take things, like a kid. They, you know, don't go get that cookie. You better not eat that cookie. Don't go get it. I'll whoop your butt. And the kid goes in there, grabs that cookie. Okay, is mama gonna whoop me? No, not gonna whoop me. I'm gonna go get the whole jar now. That's what this is. Valentina, anything is possible. Anything's possible. It's actually very scary to think about what they could be distracting us from with this. I mean, it really is really scary. Exactly, Michelle, because we're going to pay for it. John, absolutely. People are getting crazy for their 2-ply, man. Yeah, something bigger is going on. This disease is not. If it was taking down healthy people, like let's say in their prime, mid-30s, early 20s, mid-20s, late 20s, early 30s, mid-30s, late 30s, early 40s, those are prime years. If they were killing people in a 50% or more in that area, I get it. Okay, I get it then. We have a problem. We need to quarantine ourselves to control this before it gets out of hand. But it's no different than most diseases. Most diseases always affects babies and older people, 60 plus years old usually. That's always the case. I tell my daddy all the time, he helps take care of my sister's little girl. And I tell him all the time, Daddy, when she gets a cold, you need to send her home until she gets better. Your immune system is not the way it used to be. You need to not be around that. And he does it anyways. And when he has that cold, it just puts him down. It puts him down. And some days I'm like, man, you might have to take him to the hospital for a common cold. It's because he don't have the immune system to fight it off anymore. I seen that about that book. I'm gonna have to check that out, Gator. Yeah, I know. I forgot to change the damn title, Danny. I forgot to change the damn thing. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'll change it after it's done. Sorry about that. I did actually talk about Jamie though, if that makes it any better. Exactly. Tammy. Yes, we do. We need to pray for everybody and help people. If you see somebody who has a need, don't hoard something. If somebody needs, I mean, toilet paper's stock now. It's never been out of stock in Union, but if somebody was to need it because you can't even afford it, you come see me. I'll do what I can to help you. If you need food, if you need toilet paper, you need something, come see me. I'll help you. If I can, I'll help you. I promise. And anybody else notice about Bill Gates after somebody posted that about Trump when he announced to the world that he knows where the virus come from, and then all of a sudden Bill Gates steps down from Microsoft. Bill Gates has got his hands in some nasty stuff. That man is a demon. James says it's as if this virus was manufactured to make just enough panic to ensue to keep us all occupied. It's killing older people because they die anyways. You can't affect the young because they're future consumers, and you'd never turn a profit. Exactly. Well said. Death isn't the issue. The medical system is the issue. We don't have the medical system to help it, even if the CDC is saying how slow the spread nonstop or survive it. And that's true. That can be very true. Death isn't. It's the fact of all these people have it. But how many people have a common cold in the wintertime? You wouldn't be able to see the map for the red. Everybody gets a cold. We're all going to catch diseases. It happens. Our bodies are built by the Lord above to fight this stuff. But when it's man-made, it's a little different. Because man-made can make something a little bit more potent. Check out the nuclear bomb. Hey, I said something about title first. Well, I didn't see it, Mike. I didn't even know you was watching, dude. What's up, brother? How'd work go? Yeah, Amanda, at 4 o'clock he's going to announce it. But, I mean, everybody's saying, when I see, you want to know South Carolina's news, watch North Carolina's news. Whatever they do, South Carolina does it just slower. Seriously. Our DMV does everything that North Carolina DMV does, just slower. And it's so annoying. It's so annoying. And very much population control, Tammy. You better believe that. The government cannot control when they're outnumbered like that. They can control, think about this. How easy is it to control Jonesville compared to trying to control entire Union County? Much easier. Much easier. Less people, easier to do. Bleach water, 2 tablespoons per quart of water. Use this instead of Lysol. Plenty of bleach available and cheap. Exactly. I bought 2 things of bleach. I always do. It ain't hoarding. It's just I need a bleach. There's something I'm going to clean. There's something I'm supposed to clean. What was I supposed to clean with that bleach? Oh, well. Just completely forgot. There was something I bought the bleach for. Like, I only needed one, but I got another one. I said, I got to clean some. There was something I needed to clean, but oh, well. There's something I was going to be cleaning. Sorry, Mike. I didn't see it. Sorry, brother. Well, I don't get tags under this system. You know what I mean? I'd have to pick up my phone or something to look at it. I'm sorry, dude. Hope your work went well, man. But guys, read my post about the FBI and DOJ. Have you seen this, Lori? Let's back up here. Lori. Let's find Lori. She said, Democrats added again, documents lost on General Flynn, Trump possibly to render pardon. He should. That shouldn't even be a question. Just like Roger Stone should be pardoned. Absolutely ridiculous. That old man, and they're trying to, it's ridiculous. Oh, Josh says there was a video of a congressman walking down the street in D.C. wearing a full-blown CBRN gas mask. Come on. It's ridiculous. Yeah, alcohol. Lemon juice can disinfect a lot of bacteria. That's why you see lemon in a lot of disinfectant sprays. You ever been to Camp High? After they eat, after they cook and everything, they put that vodka on there because it disinfects it, but they also take some lemon sometimes and clean it. Lemon is a real good disinfectant. If you have a sore throat, seriously, suck on a lemon. That lemon will just, it'll burn, but it kills all that bacteria. Just a tip. Put a little salt on there. Salt is also a good disinfectant of bacteria. You put salt and lemon and just, it's, some people it's rough. I love it. I love sour stuff. But you put that down there, it'll kill that bacteria. It's good stuff, man. Crystal, I'm pretty sure McMaster's is going to probably say what they're going to do. If it was me, if I was McMaster's, I'd say, look, it's going to be damn near impossible. First off, we're putting parents in a silly, stupid situation without any kind of notice. So we cannot expect them to instantly be able to homeschool their child. And that is a good point, too. Is this a test? Are they trying to push people into homeschooling their kids? Think about that. Another conspiracy theory right there. But I cannot imagine they're sitting there having these people who are probably not able or help to qualify to be able to help people, get their children homeschooled. So I would say there's not going to be any studies, but we are going to cancel spring break. Spring break is in April. We're not going to do that. It's going to happen now. We're sorry for that inconvenience, but that's the only way we can do this without it affecting our studies. So I don't know. Rock and Rye, absolutely. Rock and Rye will tear it up too. Absolutely. But I just wanted to do this video real quick and real quick, let's talk about this and then I'm going to go. The Robbie Hines situation, I got some information that's coming to me about that. Like I said last night, I don't know what happened. Don't know if I don't know if he was fired or if Taylor just immediately accepted his resignation to move on. I don't know. We're going to find that out. Either way, it's, we've already got enough going on in our sheriff's office. Let's not compound it. But there's more information coming in on that. I'll be getting it hopefully Monday, and hopefully we'll be able to get some answers. I would like to know the reason why of an immediate, if you don't trust Robbie Hines to finish working out a 2-week notice or something like that, then why did you still have him in your department? Just makes you think, you know what I mean? Just makes you think. You got to wonder both sides of this. So we'll find out about that. And, okay. Lauren Hines here says her dad wasn't fired. So that's coming from, and see, some people say he was. Lauren Hines says he wasn't. So it could be that Taylor just immediately accepted his resignation and say, no, you can go on home. And that happens a lot. That happens a lot with a lot of jobs. A little disrespectful, in my opinion, but, hey, whatever. Kyle, you ever read Behold the Pale White Horse? Oh, no, I haven't, but I've read it in the Bible. But I'll have to check it out, man. Amanda, he didn't really quit. He just resigned because he knew he was going to run for sheriff. So I guess in a way he did quit. But see, some people were saying he was fired. Some people were saying he isn't fired. I'm going to find that out for sure Monday. Brandon says they are offering free internet for those who do not have it. Schools that use Chromebook will send them home to continue studies with e-learning. Oh, it's going to be tough. Read posts where a tanker car being pulled by a locomotive train. That was, yeah, I seen that, Timothy. I seen that. But then the picture got called out as fake. I seen it because, and it could be real, but on the front tanker, it was printed right there on the front right of the tanker. But there was too much of a picture in the back where you could see the tanker behind it. And it had nothing wrote on it. So I was like, oh, that looks photoshopped. And then the next thing you know, that picture was taken down and then a zoomed in picture of that tanker where you couldn't see the back one. So don't believe everything you see. People have some strong Photoshop skills. I wish I did. Uh, I don't know how much I believe that, especially when they took the original down. I know it, Tiffany. It's going to be so rough. Well, Angel, he doesn't have respect, not because of the Robbie High situation. The fact that he refuses to resign himself of all the embarrassment he's brought to Union County. That's why I don't respect Taylor. That's why a lot of people do not respect Taylor. And that alone is, rough. Yeah, his daughter just said he wasn't fired. I'm sure she knows. She's closer to it than anything. But either way, accepting an immediate resignation, it's a little slimy. Yeah, and he needs help. Here's the thing, guys. We need help at the Union County Sheriff's Office. They need help. And you're just going to get out of here. Just subject to more. It don't hurt them. It hurts us, because now when we need more help, or we need help with something, he's down an officer. No, you're fine, Angel. Yeah, Amber, that's true too. A lot of people are believing everything they see and hear. Don't do that. Do your own research. Take a look at pictures. Like Jamie Davis put a picture up of talking about somebody was racist, like always. They're either racist or they're child molesters. Have y'all noticed that? But in the picture, it was personal messages, and there was a profile picture that was like that big on the left side, which is how it does typically look. But when somebody reads it on the right side, the picture of their profile is like really tiny. It just gives you the ability to see that this person has read your message. Well, on the right side of this message that Jamie put, the profile picture is, again, that big. It's huge. But also then if you look, it's not a complete circle. It's edged off. It's cut. And meaning that he did a terrible job at copying and pasting. And when he pasted it up there, guys, let me tell you, when I talked to some certain people he used to work under, they told me he is one of the most professional screenshotters I've ever seen. So take that as you will. This is a comment I wrote earlier that you missed. Kyle Brandon, does that mean that for companies and businesses? What worries me is I bet BMW will close because most of their cars are shipped out of the U.S., so I wouldn't put it past them shutting down, but if they have no means to ship, or if ports are closed, if BMW... See, I don't know if it's affecting trade. I think it's just affecting travel. Trade's good right now. I don't know if it's going to affect trade. I haven't heard nothing about trade being affected by this. Maybe bringing stuff in, but stuff out, I don't think. Exactly, Brenda. What about the parents that's got to work? There's no way you can sit here and now tell parents who are not capable of homeschooling them, homeschool your child. It's not possible. Yeah, I'm getting behind. Sorry. That's a great point, Lori. Lori's got comment of the day, guys. That is a wonderful point. Wow. Did not think of it like that. So now that the kids are not in school, guess what? The parents are going to be tagging along. Hey, let's go to Walmart, you bad little mother, because they're getting on their nerves. Let's go to Walmart, because that seems like where everybody wants to take their kids when they're being bad. Let them be somebody else's problem for like an hour and let them run around, tear the store up and screaming, whatever. That is a great point, Lori, because now you're going to have these kids out in more public, seeing a hell of a lot more people, touching a hell of a lot more things, spreading that. That is a freaking 1,000% point, man. If I had a contest going for best comment, you would have won right there. Great point, Lori. Yes, Jamie's signs are fake. Yes, absolutely. Who puts a "der" on top of their signs? I mean, come on. I seen something about a G-Stamp employee testing positive, but was taken down almost immediately. I haven't heard nothing about that, so it's probably fake. They were talking to close the Charleston port. Very well possible. I mean, like I say, why stop there? if we're going to do the full, movie scare tactic, why not just shut it all down? Stay away from McDonald's. That's where parents take their kids when out of school. Gets rough, don't it? I think there it goes. Well, that's nice. Shoot, I'll take that. BMW said BMW shut down. Their brother works up there. They're going to pay him a flat 40 hours a week. Wow. Man, talk about a vacation that you can't go vacationing on. Man, that's crazy. That is crazy. But great point by Lori. That was a wonderful, wonderful point. Now kids, I believe, is actually going to be more exposed than what they would have been at the school, because guess what? You can contain most things when you get them in an area like that. Every kid that comes in, teach them, wash your hands. Everybody, before class begins, before you walk in the door, kids, get some hand sanitizer, clean your hands off. All right. At the play, if they let them out for recess, as soon as they come in, every kid, go wash your hands, sanitize. You can control it. You can't make people do that at Walmart, though they should. That's the thing. When you got big global stores like Walmart and stuff like that, they should make every person, when they walk in the door, they should have somebody standing right there. You cannot enter Walmart right now unless you sanitize your hands. That is the only way we can allow you to come in. If you don't sanitize your hands, you're going to have to go back. Sorry. We apologize for the inconvenience, but it's for your safety, our employee safety, and everybody else's. What's so hard about that? The report of 8-week isolation is from top healthcare professionals. If they think people are going to stay in their house for anyway, man, they are out of their minds. It ain't happening. But guys, Patty's bringing me some coronavirus food. I'm very hungry. Just got a message here. Let's see what this says. Yeah, school said, okay. But guys, wash your hands. That's it. Wash your hands. Don't cough on people when you cough. Cough into your shirt. Do the Dracula cough. That will take care of not only the coronavirus, that will take care of flus. That will take care of colds, stomach viruses. Do that all the time, not just for this, all the time. I'd imagine a lot of kids' activities will come to a halt. Greenville Zoo is closed. Oh, yeah, I kind of figured that. Exactly. I mean, why do you got to be told you're a grown person? A grown person having to be told to wash your hands. Well, Kimberly, they're closing earlier for their 24-hour store. See, it won't affect Union. It won't affect Spartanburg because theirs close at 12 o'clock. They're just going to close an hour earlier now. But some of their 24-hour stores, like Bowling Springs, they'll close at 11. I don't know either. From the statement that I read, Walmart will be closing early just so they can restock their shelves, because I guess people were coming in there hoarding, acting like morons, hoarding. So they needed that time to close the store to restock. So it's not even because of the virus. It's because they just need to restock. Again, like I said on my page, hoarding is the reason for the shortage, not the virus. The virus ain't walking in there and buying the toilet paper. So, guys, don't panic. Don't hoard. Go buy your listen, think about this. You buy your groceries and stuff. If the grocery stores are open, that means everything is normal. Okay? Buy your groceries like normal, and everything will stay normal. But if you start to change your buying habits to abnormal, things are going to be abnormal. So if you go and instead of buying one roll or one pack of toilet paper, you buy 18, then yes, that doesn't have to even, no virus is needed for that. That could be happening anytime. You do that and you start buying like that and you hoard, of course. So they're not going to stop taxes, huh? Oh, God. Due to the coronavirus, Union County Clerk Melanie Lawson is asking people who have fine payments or any other type of payments to use a night drop box. I don't think that's going to help them. I don't think that's going to help them because here's the thing, guys. Did y'all not see that basketball player, Ruby, whatever his name is? He sent a signed autograph to a kid, and the kid caught coronavirus from him. Either that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, or it's true. So them getting a dropped off payment, apparently it still can survive on paper. Apparently. Unless they're going to find a way to, disinfect it. Exactly, Tiffany. They never have stock. Brandon's retarded. Have y'all not noticed the hand wipes are at the door and buggy? Oh, yeah, that's true too, Loretta. Good point there. Looks like Patty pulled up. She's bringing me the food. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, they got wipes and stuff like that. Publix is going to be closed. Nobody shops at Publix. Can't afford it. Move on, Vincent. That place is high, man. They got some good stuff, but they're high. Holy crap. I was about to get off, and I'm waiting for Patty to walk in here so that way I can expose her and her sources as liars. Your sources are liars. I called Gainesville. They're not closing. They're closing early. That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful. See, she's one of the most dramatic people you'll ever see. She don't bother to take time to look into anything either. So it ain't like she don't. She hears something, she runs, buddy. My God, did you hear Walmart closing for good? I'm going there and get my last bit of makeup. That'll be the thing she goes and hoards. Makeup. I'm going to get makeup. They get my shampoo. Stupid. Ridiculous. I bought drinks in the back of the car. Bought drinks a long time ago. I stock up. But guys, Publix subs are $6. Hey, Subway's is $5, boy. Learn your place. And it's better. Got to shop the BOGOs at Publix. I'm not driving all the way to Spartanburg. I tell you what, Food Line in Roebuck is really cheap, guys. If you ever need to go buy some groceries and you're on a budget and you can afford the time to take the drive and the ride and you buy a lot at one time, go to Food Line and right there in Roebuck. They have some great prices, man. Like their eggs at one time was like 30 cents and their milk was like $1. I mean, it was really good. So, guys, don't panic. Don't panic. Keep your day-to-day normal, even though the government's trying to make you not do it. Just go on about your business. Do your normal things. When you shop, don't hoard. Buy the normal amount you need because you could be taken away from somebody who needs something too, like hand sanitizer. By God, don't. That is the stupidest thing. I'm going to say this for the last time. Lysol and hand sanitizer is the last thing in the world you want to hoard. That's the last thing in the world you want to hoard because you got to want people to disinfect themselves. And if they don't have it, how are they going to do it? Get you one damn bottle, 1 can, 2 cans, whatever, and move the hell on. You do not need 40 cans of Lysol spray. You don't need that. You don't need 2,500 bottles of hand sanitizer. How nasty are you? Use soap. Soap is what you should be using. Hand sanitizer is only when you don't have access to bacterial dial soap, stuff like that. You should wash your hands instead of hand sanitizing. Washing your hands is better. Warm water, as hot as you can get it, with soap. You're grown people. I'm grown. We should all know this. It's ridiculous that you have to be told. Warm water, soap kills and disinfects more germs than hand sanitizer. What's up, Billy? But guys, just go on about your normal selves. And if you're getting 2 weeks off with pay, I'm not going to do it, but I want to. God, I need to go back to work for somebody. God. So, guys, and if push comes to shove, if you need to borrow, we're going to do title loans for the remainder of the month. You'll get 30 days interest-free. Just our way of trying to help with the situation because a lot of people are going to be missing out on some money. So you'll have 30 days to pay it back, same as cash. Lost my pen. 30 days, same as cash. no interest charged, whatever we can do. No title loan companies do that anymore, but we'll do it, for this time period to help people out. So if you need anything, let me know. Thank you, Johnny. I am getting my PhD in hand motions. Soap, hand sanitizer, lotion. Sorry. But, guys, take care. Have a good day. Turn the damn news off. Don't even listen to freaking McMaster's. Well, I guess you got to. But when it's off, just turn Nickelodeon on. Watch some SpongeBob. Watch some American Dad or something. Enjoy your day. So, guys, y'all take care. Have a good one. Is Robert Hines on here? Somebody was telling him what's up. But hopefully I'll hear from Robert soon. Get him on the show. Now that he's a candidate, and hopefully get him a part of the debate. That'd be great. I rhymed. I am Cat in the Hat. So, guys, take care. Love y'all. Patty, what'd you get me to eat? Ooh, cryptic.